and Ava have sex every day, by the way. He's 68.
Yeah, well, I would too if I was married to Ava.
I hate you.
There it is.
I hate you. I do.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, we all know that. It's the hit Netflix show Beef back in the Emmy spotlight with 16 nominations for season 2. The series follows two different couples whose lives become tangled in a world of resentment, relationships, and class. And joining us now is the show's creator, writer, and director, Sun Jin. Thank you so much for being here.
Oh, thanks for having us.
Oftentimes we do these interviews and I'm like struggling to keep up with shows. I've seen every single episode of Beef, so I was so excited to talk to you. It's so good.
Oh, thank you. We appreciate the numbers.
And congratulations on all your success. I mean, 16 Emmy nominations is insane.
Yeah, I don't take it for granted. It's to build off of season 1 is very rare, and so I think it's a testament to how hard this cast and crew worked. We worked really, really hard, and so I'm just glad to see, you know, my crew recognized.
Absolutely, it paid off, obviously. I think binge watching this, because I literally watched it all in like a week. When you get to the end of season 1, you're like, what could possibly happen next? You completely changed storylines, which was a little bit shocking for me. What made you do that?
You know, I think you never want to repeat yourself. It'd be much easier to just copy and paste a formula that works.
That's true, because we were into it.
Yes. But, you know, when you think about like your favorite bands or musicians, when the sophomore album sounds like the debut album, you kind of start to lose interest, you know?
Okay, I got that. You wanted to give us something new.
Yeah, I want to just kind of always push myself and challenge the narrative, and you know, real life always is an inspiration for us. Like season 1 was based on a real life road rage that I got into.
No
Yeah,
way.
well, loosely, or else I
Okay,
wouldn't be
right,
here.
because I was worried you wouldn't be here. But I mean, the scenes are so crazy. When you walked in, I was like, how are you this calm? I know there's some crazy hiding under there to be able to write something like this.
I mean, there's a lot of crazy in the world, so I just try to observe. Season 2 was based on, I overheard a fight in my neighborhood that a couple had, and when I was retelling the story to my friends, everyone Gen Z and younger was like aghast and like asking if I called 911. And then everyone my age or older just kind of like shrugged.
Like me looked like, why would you call 911?
It's just another Friday. You know?
I know, that's crazy.
Yeah, so I thought like that's really interesting that a generation so close together has such differing views on marriage. So yeah, I took that and ran with it.
Yeah, there's so many. I can only imagine what messages you meant to put in the show. You talk about relationships, obviously resentment, obviously revenge. Do you feel like you have a lesson you wanted us to learn about revenge?
I think, you know, the lesson for this season, I hope people take away, is kind of, we wanted to show marriage over time, you know, the different seasons of your life. And that, you know, you can talk the talk, but once life throws the curveballs at you, it's really hard to walk the walk. And you kind of start to understand, oh, that's why the previous generation was the way that they were.
Right.
And so, you know, that the last shot of the season was sort of depicting this Buddhist concept of samsara, that we're like all spiritually trapped in these cycles. And kind of offering that up as a mirror and seeing, you know, depending on where you're at as you watch it, how you feel about it.
Yeah, it's really amazing. And you were a writer long before this, writing on other people's shows, but you told me this was kind of really your first endeavor on your own. And for it to be this successful, what a blessing as a writer. I mean, that's really amazing. Was it super fun to write? Because watching it, you're like, how could it get any worse? And it always gets worse.
It does. It gets so much worse. You know, it's fun, but also kind of exhausting, because we sort of talk about the show as Carl Jungian shadow work. You know, the psychologist talks about staring at your shadows and trying to integrate them into your life rather than repressing them. Because if you repress them, they unconsciously run your life. And so the show is really about looking at like the darkest parts of our collective psyche and then expressing them, so that, you know, the cringiest parts of yourself you can kind of see in this character.
I was about to say, maybe that's why we're all hooked on it. We see like the craziest part of ourselves being acted out.
Yes, I hope so.
Yeah. And there's something satisfying about it. Okay, I know you love all your characters. Which one's your favorite to write for? Because season 1, I loved Paul. I love Paul's storyline.
I mean, young Mazzino, who played Paul, is incredible. This season, I would say Charles Melton was the most fun to write for.
He was great.
You know, he's half Korean, and I wanted to kind of keep the expression of the Korean American experience alive this season. And he is just the sweetest, and I got to know him probably the closest. And so I was able to kind of take his little mannerisms and put it into his dialogue. Like Charles really loves to put handles on things, where he'll be like, if I may say this.
Right.
You know, so.
And you worked that into the show.
Yeah.
And it made us love the characters. Well, congrats again on all your success. I hope there will be a season 3.
You know, if real life inspires something, I remain open. But if this ends up being the last season, I'm open to that too.
Well, when you leave us, go in the grocery store and get inspired. Sun Jin, thank you so much for being with us. Congratulations. And guys, Beef Season 2 is now streaming on Netflix. And Jamie, it's a good one. Turn it on.